Today is January 5th, 2011, and welcome to the first Wednesday of 2011. So I want to respond to everyone's videos, but that'll have to wait until next week because this week I need to get through the 8 things that I love, which I missed last week. I pretty much scripted this video last week as well, I just never got around to filming it, so there's a bunch of overlap with other people's, but yeah. First up we have music. Obviously I don't love every single piece of song out there, but I can usually appreciate what the artist or composer has done. And on the whole, music is just, I can't explain it very well, but although these aren't in any particular order, it's definitely very, 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 very near the top. There is no actual top, hence it being first. I haven't really talked about it on here, but that's because whenever it comes up, I just end up talking for too long about it. I can't put things very concisely, and it just gets cut out. People who know me in real life, though, to some degree at least, realize just how big a part of my life it is. I'm thinking of going into either performing or producing it in the future. That is what I would love to do so very, very much. JR, I know what you mean about not having your iPod. I wish it a speedy return to you. And yes, I can't say this even very concisely, so moving on. Next we have technology and the internet, not the entire internet and everything that's on it, but communities and social networking sites and all the information, social music sites and such. I just think it's really wonderful, and it's the ultimate communication, which is great, and technology has made a lot of people's lives much easier, which I think is really good. I love people and being around people. I'm not exactly sure how to put it because there are some people who are just consumed with world suck. They're just upsetting to be around, but then there are others who are just incredible, which I suppose is where friends come in. They're these people who just, you're around them and they make you feel absolutely wonderful. There's just nothing quite like being around people. I mean, again, the internet is a wonderful tool for communication, which is great because without it I would never have gotten to meet you guys. But on the other hand, being with people in real life is really great too. I also love weather and nature and the world and the universe. I love snow and the sun and the colors that it gives everything. And thunderstorms. When I was younger, my dad and I used to sit out on the porch during a thunderstorm and just watch and listen, and they're just really, really great memories. I don't want to make things too broad, but the way I'm figuring these things out is just things that make me feel really, really good about everything. And space is just incredible. Being somewhere where you can see the night sky and all the stars is just an experience in itself. My dad and I and my brother go camping, and there's always such a big difference from being in the city. I have this memory from when I was like 7 or something when we rented a cottage, and I remember seeing the sky and there was so many stars. It's hard to explain, but it just burned into my mind forever. And when we go camping, we go out to the beach, just laying there and looking up and knowing, like I know Sean talked about this a little bit, but knowing that the dim ones aren't necessarily dim or more small, but they're just further away, and that some of those specks of light up there are actually entire galaxies. It makes me feel very, very small. Not a negative kind of way, but in the kind of way where you realize that everything is infinite, and it's not very easy to explain. It's one of those very feely things that science invokes in some people, but I love it. Which is the next thing. I like science and figuring out how things work, and when everything comes together and it makes sense, it makes me really excited and happy and feeling connectivity and just, oh, I love it. Anyway, that was extremely incoherent. Next thing. I also really like philosophy, and that like there's all kinds of ideas of how the world may or may not be, and these questions that we can't answer. For instance, there's one: am I seeing what you're seeing? Because like my red, for instance, could be a completely different color for you. It could be blue, because if you were to take a color wheel, right, and just shifted all the primary colors over one, I'd never know. What if you saw everything in inverse image, right? I was talking to someone and they said that that was really scary, but that was how you would always see things. It wouldn't seem frightening at all. From that stems the whole idea of communication with other people and experiences and how we influence how we understand things. You experience things based on the experiences that you've had before, which makes for a very lonely existence when you think about it, because someone can say something to you and they'll be talking about these things using all these words that your brain accesses your memories to try and figure out what this person means, and You say you understand, but do you? That last little bit was actually taken from a movie that I watched that I didn't mean to. It was from Way from Life. I've tried to watch it many times whenever we go to a friend's house, but we never get past this particular scene because it's all about philosophy and we always end up getting really, really distracted. And I think it's one of those ones that you just have to watch on your own, and I'm starting to get entertained because I'm speeding faster and faster and faster and moving on. I also really love swimming and the feeling of weightlessness that water gives. I just wish that I could hold my breath for a while longer, which is where diving or something like that would come in, although I can't do that at the moment, so perhaps another time. I do like life-saving oriented things, but I only swim recreationally, not competitively, which is why it's probably always been a really enjoyable hobby. I get the feeling that if I had done competitive swimming, that I wouldn't enjoy it nearly as much as I do now. I also love to travel, although I haven't really done very much of it. I just find that I always end up meeting wonderful people, going to wonderful places and doing wonderful things. Sometimes during the actual time it can seem very mundane and boring, but looking back at it later when I'm just at home sitting in my room, I miss it. I even miss sitting at a table where everyone's speaking a language that I can't understand, sipping water and blistering hot. I especially like meeting new people and making new friends. And although I always miss people once they have to leave or they have to leave, I think it's worth it when it all comes down to it. Anyway, Keonja, I will see you tomorrow and everyone else on their respective days. DFTBA.